because we're running short of feed. It's flat, and that tile, well, that's not even on the rim properly. Keep it simple, people. Don't overthink. What is that? Ah, that's incredible. Oh, I'm still broke, but I'm happy. That's a light frost. Woo. Early March, early frost. Not great, not great. Okay, so today we are going to see hopefully some more action in the dairy front. We've got Craig and even my brother, his Sparky, Aaron, he's coming. We're going to lay some drains down, conduit, and then we can start, well, when we say we, probably them, start laying down or forming up some framework and also digging holes for poles. Yeah. It is cold. I think it's 2 degrees at the moment. It's still really dry. We're feeding out pretty well at the moment, so we'll go feed out a couple of silage bales and probably set up a fence or two ready for the paddock at the back. I'll explain when we get up there. Okay, it's the 4th of March, and I've had that many calls and Snapchats and messages about how frosty it is. So it wasn't just us, it's across everywhere. For a lot of things it's not gonna matter too much, but for something like potatoes, yeah, it's gonna suck. Yeah, I've mentioned it time and time again, I really want to get 20 weeks, really want to get 20 weeks. They're 16, 17 weeks, probably 17 weeks now. So it's a little bit early for them to die. Because obviously, well not obviously, but potatoes are very sensitive to frost. So if we get a significant frost, you won't see the damage straight away, but eventually they'll blacken off and die. Another mob bed. We might try, if the day suits, to give the poppy stubble a go with the discs to see whether we can start incorporating that into the ground, getting ready to put permanent pasture back in. Now we sort of need, it's a bit of a deadline around that. March is generally our cut-off for when we want to get perennials in. However, even earlier it'd be great. That way we can get a feed off before winter and actually make it more of an established pasture prior, and it just consolidates it a little bit better. So in the interest for us is to try and work it. We're the 3rd of March today, so we need to work it, need to get it planted, rolled, and then probably, because it's not going to rain anymore, it seems to have forgotten how to do that, we'll have to get irrigating. Woo! Can't wait, more irrigation. Damn. Okay, so we're going to start feeding out into this paddock here, the next paddock that they're coming to. Now we're doing that mainly to sort of slow them down, and then what we mean by slow them down is that we want them to not catch up to the next paddock too quickly, because we're running short of feed and I want the other stuff to get ahead and create what we call a bit of a feed wedge, so we've got more coming up. But to do that, we've got to slow them down somehow, and we do that by essentially we'll strip this paddock and we'll give them about a bale of silage every strip. So that will essentially give them a lot more in that strip. He's hoping it works, because whilst there is a little bit of feed here, there's a little bit of rust coming in as well. No! I just got a message from Craig to say that he can't make it. They're a man down, which is it's disappointing, but that's the way it goes. So bummer. Slight change of plans for today. That's okay. That's okay. G'day, bee chili. Hey, girl. This is the hard hose that we had out of the spuds. Now, whilst the spuds haven't completely finished their waterings, unless we've run out of water, which we might have done, we need to bring this back for a bit of running repairs. I don't know if you can notice anything about that tyre, but it's flat. And that tyre, well, that's not even on the rim properly. So it's not holding much at all. And that one's flat. That's three out of the four. Flat or ruined. We've got to take them off and take it to the tyre shop and get them fixed. So another beer job just waiting around the corner for me. That is a very, very little split bin. Oh, no, that one a beaut. Not good. Not good. Not good. Righto, we got all those bearings out. They were proper terrible. So we'll give them a quick little tidy up. Take them on their way. Now we've got to get this thing off. And these have weights on them, so hopefully they'll undo. Well, that's incredible. We got those bolts out. Trouble is, because they're recessed in there, you have to get them undone. There's no way that you can not. Now I've got to get this weight off. I've no idea how heavy this is going to be. That's an issue. They are slowly being worn away. Might replace these too. Bearings, bolts, nuts, tyres, everything. Good morning, everybody. Another day. I didn't get the tyres because I need to order them in because they were almost like wheelbarrow tyres, but they're going to be better than that. They go on the Irrigator. So we are spraying this morning because I want to get most of the spraying done that I need to, so I can take the sprayer off and leave it off for a while, and then we can start doing some groundwork. It's the same tractor that does pretty much everything around here. So we're just currently spraying off pretty much nothing. It doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look like anything, but it is just thistles, blackberries. Yeah, so any opportunity that we've got to spray this, and we're spraying it out. There is going to be an effluent dam that needs to be built over here. So we might not plant that area, but I'm not sure exactly where that is yet, that area that we're going to put that dam. Anyway, just thought I'd just mention that it's the next day and that we're spraying, and we'll go feed out some cows, and hopefully a bit later we'll go pick up our new tyres. Well, hopefully they're new, hopefully they're not second hand, but a lot of buzzing going on around here. Anywho, I'll concentrate because I've got a stiff as all heck neck, and it's not good when you're trying to look what's happening behind you. Ugh. I should mention, I don't always do this. I'm just doing 2 perimeters because this is a really, well, that looks fine, but all that end is horrible to turn with a big boom. So just doing two headlands, which, like I said, I don't do. Doing it for this. Also, may as well mention what we're spraying. We're spraying 2 litres to the hectare of Roundup Ultramax and a bit of dicamba, particularly for the flat weeds, because at the end of the day, Roundup is just a glorified grass killer. It doesn't really do much on broadleaf. Broadleaf is considered anything that isn't really a grass, really. It's got a broadleaf. So we're doing the 2 litres of Roundup Ultramax. We're doing 300 mils to the hectare of dicamba 500, and we also slipped in 10 grams of associate or brush off, and now that is for the blackberries and ferns. So everything's got a purpose that we're putting in here, which is the point. And also that, what other point was going to raise? Just trying not to smash into anything, but oh, people might say, oh, why aren't you putting a wetter, or why aren't you putting with pulse? Look, the amount of material that I'm trying to grab, it's not that big, and Ultramax, it does have an inbuilt wetter, so there's no real point. There's no point to putting a wetter in, I don't think. I think I'll get just as good a result with or without. So it doesn't matter. Don't matter. Keep it simple, people. Don't overthink. Anyway, keep spraying. This is our 3rd paddock we sprayed for the morning. Turn, Josh, turn. This is the stuff that always gets you worried. You've got so much of the paddock to do, and you've only got 100 litres left. Spraying at 150 litres. Is there only a hectare left? Don't know. Always makes me so nervous. I thought I counted it right. I hate it if I've got to go back. There's, oh yeah, I remember there's a boundary feature on this. Oh, shivers! Whoa, Betsy! I was not watching there. Holy heck! There was a test. There's a big mound of dirt there that I completely forgot about. It's throwing me off my GPS and everything. Whoa! Everything's working still. Nothing's bent or broken. Holy heck. Anyway, what I was trying to say was that there is a boundary feature on this. So once you do the outside lap, and it says I've got 3.3 hectares and I've got half a hectare to go. So if I've got 90 litres and I'm doing it at 150, I'll do it easy. What am I worried about? This is me relaxing now. Good morning, everybody. What happened yesterday was I went spraying, and by the time I got back there are some utes here to do with the dairy. I was like a little kid on Christmas Day. I was just so excited that they were there, and they're actually doing something that I didn't think they were going to start with. We'll go have a look. So it's like day 3. It's like a couple of days after doing those tyres, and I still haven't picked up the tyres yet. Hopefully I'll get the tyres. I'm just out here feeding up because it's so dry. I was just listening to the radio saying it's going to be still dry for like another week. Yeah, we'll be coming up to 2 months without rain very shortly. That's pretty unusual for us. Like we're annual rainfall here of, you know, average rainfall must be over 1,000 mils. It could be 1,200 mils. It's a fair bit. Our rain is very temperate. We don't get a lot in summer typically. Usually get some good autumn breaks. Winter's usually wet. Spring will be kind. It wasn't last season. So yeah, I'm just feeding out. Found one big drummer over here, and it's leaking everywhere. Right. Okay, we have a dairy update. Update. Yesterday, DMI and installation. What is that? It's nothing. Just made my heart skip a little bit. So, yesterday they came up, Aaron, my brother, electrician, AR Cables, he came up, and we just worked out a bit of a plan. They then marked a few things out, where some underground cable's going to go and where the drain's going to go, which I thought was going to be the first thing to do, but no, turns out putting all these posts in were. So that little digger there had that auger attachment on and was able to do these little holes quickly and easily. So they came around, they put a mark in where the center pole will be. So that is where the backing gate, the top gate, or whatever gate will be. And so it needed to be pretty accurate, that these poles, because if they're in or out in a wrong direction, we're going to have a backing gate that'll run into it, which is not ideal. So, and then Aaron came with his expertise, and we roughly worked out where we're having some underground cable. So we'll need some cable to run to this point here. This is obviously where the power will be for those gates to move around. They'll have real little motors on them, like 1/2 horsepower motors. They're tiny. So we worked out that we needed those conduit there. And then, so that's that piece there, the elbow, and then there's 2 other ones. So the other one is just the spare, the little one, and then these 2 here, one's a spare again, but... And the reason we're doing spares is just because, in case. How many times do you put concrete down and think, oh no, I should have done that? Not me personally, but I hear about it. Well, not yet anyway. And so this one needs to go out this other side, all the way through, because there will be an F-form pump there, because we need to pump it across over to that side there, where our F-form ponds will be. Yeah, so that's what's happened yesterday. I think the boys are coming back today, and we'll, I reckon we'll be putting in some of those conduit and drains, water. Out of the ground still. So they dug it about 450 deep, and they just put 2 bags of ready mix concrete, so it's got gravel and concrete mixed in with it, and then just put half a bucket of water in and make a few levels out of it. And you have this beautiful scene. That's just a rubbish bag. Progress! Progress, progress, progress. Yeah, I am static. Static? Is static? Static? I'm super pumped. I'll go with that. Right, I better go fix these other random jobs that we've got. Okay, after days of talking about these irrigator, well, these tyres for the irrigator, finally got them. Ta-da! And they're the front two. Now this wheel, that is it's my hand. It's the same size as like a wheelbarrow tyre. Guess how much? $80. That there, one tyre, $80. So for these two tyres, $160, and that was $100 for that, which I can sort of understand, but still, $80. Will's lost his mind. Got some new bolts and nuts for the weights because they were starting to perish, and got some new bearings for these front ones. All right, put it all together. Okay, so another reason I really wanted to get these discs is to be able to incorporate stubble, in particular poppy stubble, because it's been a bit of a bugbear of mine that it's taken weeks to get sorted by burning. So hopefully getting these discs, we can try it and hopefully it works. We've got Brody in there doing his thing. Oh my word! That is amazing! Oh, you beauty! Oh, yes! That's incredible! Everyone raved about how good they were. Look at that! Oh, yes! I am wrapped. Not wrapped about that. Oh, that's doing there. Damn it. Oh, that has, honestly, that has made my month, I reckon. I don't even care how bad the poppies were. Seeing how good that works, that's just blown me away. What? Oh. I would be showing this in the drone, but unfortunately I left the drone controller out and we got a light drizzle and I stuffed the controller. Brody's charging. Like, okay, to put it in perspective, the amount of time that we spend to rake it up and then burn it and then rake it up again, try and get a fire permit, it took me up, probably even longer than a week. And it's just so slow. I reckon Brody's gonna have this done. He'll have this done in an hour. Oh, I'm wrapped. I see a guy happy, you're looking at him right now. This is the definition. Oh, that's just unreal. Thank you, Amazon. You've made this man very, very happy. No, I'm still broke, but I'm happy. Well, after such a high, now I got to come back to this misery of putting these wheel bearings in them and putting them back on there. So I just, I feel completely deflated in comparison to what that job up there was doing. So I think we'll just call this video quits here now. Yeah, we'll get these back on and get that shifted as well. So guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you got to do. Yeah, thanks again. See ya.